You are thirsty. You just got done with your 10-kilometer run. You are sweating and panting, and you are in need of some serious hydration. Luckily, you just brought a bottle of water from home, and before your run, you had a choice. You can either choose a reusable water bottle that you can fill on your own, or you could choose a plastic water bottle that already has water in it. However, you choose the plastic water bottle because it is already filled with water and it's already the fastest route. Now let's get back to the hydration. You were so tired after that run, you chugged that water bottle and you finished it. The only problem is now that it's empty. So you're wondering where you should put it. After looking around in your general area, you notice that there's no recycle bins or trash bins, and your only option is to leave it on the ground. But that's no big deal, right? By leaving that single water bottle on the ground, you have contributed to tons and thousands of plastic litter being dumped into oceans. According to conserveenergyfuture.com, while you are dumping litter in your sidewalk or on the highway, you're actually contributing to throwing plastic and other litter into the Atlantic Ocean. This leads to a repeated cycle of killing fish, and this is why many fish are becoming endangered in the ocean. After doing research on littering, I came to realize this is an issue that needs to be stopped because it's on the rise every year. I know that most of you have heard that littering is very bad and terrible, and at some point in your life, but please keep an open mind and pass on this information I'm about to tell you so you could make the earth a cleaner place. A piece of litter that you have now could result to billions of litters at the end of the year. According to littercosty.org, 9 billion of litter ends up in the ocean each year. This is more than trash that is generated every year, which is 250 million. This is the reason why fish are dying. Littering could also be very costly for the United States economy. Around $11.5 billion is spent every year to clean up litter, and people always wonder why they're paying so much for taxes and where their tax money is going. And this is the reason why it's high every year, because there's a lot of litter, and we are paying for our own mess. Evidence shows that 75% of people admitted to littering in the past 5 years. This has been an ongoing issue for decades, despite the educational campaigns of littering and cleanup activities that we have now. The most common objects that are littered are fast food cups and wrappers and bags. And this is usually thrown on streets and sidewalks and highways. Speaking of highways, littering does not always endanger the environment or other wildlife animals. Littering can also cause accidents on the road, endangering your life or damaging your vehicle. All it takes is somebody to swerve on the road and cause an accident. Now that we've seen the extent of the problem, we can now explore the causes. There are many reasons why people choose to litter. One of the main causes for littering is laziness. Some people do not feel like walking a few feet to throw out trash or taking time out of their day to throw the trash that they have in their hand. Either way you look at it, it is very dangerous and it's causing a huge problem by hurting the environment. Another reason for littering is a lack of knowledge about littering or the consequences they might bring. As a result, people continue to litter and not know it. Cigarette smokers, for an example, smoke their cigarettes and they throw cigarette butts on the ground. About 3.5% of cigarette butts are littered every year, and cigarettes take about 10 years to disintegrate in the ground. The third cause is when people see a littered area and they feel like they're obligated to throw more trash in the area because it's already trash. This is only contributing to making the area look uglier, and it's also making it more litter than it was before. It also makes diseases more possible in that area because bacteria grows and it continues to grow as litter continues to build. The fourth cause is because there's not enough trash or recycle bins. Sometimes trash can be overfilled, making it suitable to litter on the ground. Another reason is because businesses and other buildings do not have sidewalks. They do not have trash on their sidewalks, and this makes people want to throw their trash out even on the ground. The extent of the problem is clear, so are the major causes. What are some steps we can bring to the solution? Well, there are 3 major steps we can do to stop littering. The first step is to have integrity and pick up litter when you see it. Picking up one piece of litter each day will help make the earth a cleaner place. It also helps set a positive example for others to do the same and pick up litter. The next solution is having and starting up your own community cleanup events. Making a difference in the world is better in numbers. By having a group picking up trash will help contribute to making the earth a cleaner place. Most cities or towns have these cleanup events, but if you don't, then you should go to your local government and decide to make a contribution to them to have a cleanup event. The last solution is to learn to use trash cans properly. While throwing trash bags away, make sure they are sealed so when the garbage truck picks up your trash, there's no excess trash being left on the ground. And avoid putting trash cans out on windy days in your curb, because this will avoid trash cans from tipping and leaving more trash than there is in your neighborhood. These solutions take a lot of initiative to make Earth a cleaner place, but it's well worth it at the end. The evidence is clear that it would avoid destruction of the environment and endangering wildlife. It would also help or other people from dying from accidents. There are many steps you can make to stop the negative impacts of littering. You can help spread awareness about the consequences of littering, pick up littering on your own, or you can have cleanup organizations to help your community. You should also ditch the plastic and start recycling and put it in the recycle bin. Before I go, my last question for you is, are you willing to make a difference?